They vowed to love and cherish each other till death do they part. But nobody could have imagined Cody Johnson and his bride, Jordan Graham, would part so soon. Cody mysteriously vanishing just 8 days after their wedding.
I was just shocked. I didn't know what happened.
We spent a lot of time trying to figure out where he was.
At first, police treat it as a missing persons case. But the plot thickens when Cody's bride gets a message from a stranger.
She says, "Look, I got this email and Cody's dead."
Now police suspect Cody has been murdered, perhaps before he and his bride even consummated their marriage. Kalispell, Montana. A country town known as the gateway to the majestic Glacier National Park in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Glacier National Park, a beautiful backdrop for a particularly ugly crime. A crime that would write a tragic ending to the love story of Cody Johnson and Jordan Graham, who had met at a church lunch and seemed like a match made in heaven.
She was a good girl.
And Cody was a good guy.
He was so funny, very caring, kind-hearted.
Cody told his mom right from the beginning he wanted to make Jordan his wife one day.
He was madly in love with her.
Cody was 24 and Jordan 21 when they met, and they shared the same dream of raising a family.
Cody was really looking forward to getting married. He loved children and couldn't wait to have his own. And he thought Jordan was the one for him.
But the two were also very different, says Cody's best friend, Jeremiah Herbold.
He really liked cars. That's where both of us really spent a lot of our time. And he enjoyed guns, shooting guns. But most of all, he liked to make people happy. And he was really good at doing it too.
Jordan, on the other hand, was more retiring, not nearly as social as Cody, and because of her religion, she didn't believe in sex before marriage.
She was very shy, very quiet, didn't have much to say, just sort of reserved.
But Jordan's best friend, Hannah Owen, says she had a good heart and a way with kids.
We just all did a whole bunch of stuff. She watched my son. I trusted her with my son. They bonded, builded a huge relationship.
And some liked the influence Jordan had on Cody.
She got Cody into going to church with her, which she never did before. We all thought that those were good things.
But others worry that their relationship was a little one-sided.
He put a lot into the relationship that she didn't put back. He always wanted to hang out with her, and she would always make an excuse not to. He was madly in love with her. She, on the other hand, was distant towards him. They would go on dates and she would bring company. I never seen them hold hands. When we were get-togethers, I never seen them kiss. I never seen them flirt.
So many of their friends were surprised when, after dating for a little more than a year, Cody proposed to Jordan and she accepted.
I didn't think that she would say yes.
Was she even attracted to him?
I don't believe so.
So was she interested in the idea of being married?
I think she liked the idea of being married and having a wedding. I don't think she really wanted to, per se.
Jordan chose Kimberly Martinez as her matron of honor.
Leading up to her wedding, was she excited?
She was excited for the planning part, I think, not the actual wedding. Whenever that would come up, she would get kind of irritated.
Did she ever express any doubts that maybe Cody wasn't right for her?
She had asked me a couple of times if she was making the right decision, and I told her that I couldn't answer that question for her. I told her that if you have second thoughts about this, you need to talk to him about it.
She did it. And when the big day finally arrived, Jordan's friends and guests were shocked by what really happened behind the joyous facade of these wedding photos.
She was kind of like shaking her head, like just bawling, like hysterically down the aisle. And when she got up there, she didn't look at him in the eyes. She was standing there holding his hand, and she was looking down at the ground the whole time. I started to panic a little bit watching her. Her face just looked like something was gonna happen.
And the wedding celebration would end on a truly eerie and ominous note, as the bride and groom danced to a song Jordan had recorded with her own voice, foreshadowing what would happen to Cody 8 days later.
And it was talking about how you climb to a higher place and then you fall, but you're still mine.